So I will keep this brief. This is an introduction to the final content area of this course. So you have an audio file, which actually is a screencast, which production was done last year. It's a good introduction to mental health, so I did not update it. So I would recommend that you actually listen to that audio file. And it's not just my voice, it's a screencast much like this one. So essentially this shorter video is just to talk a little bit about the objectives. Most of these come right from your syllabus for this course. I have added a few that are direct for this section. So really you're looking at how exercise participation can help a client manage their health condition and improve the quality of life. So this is really important to keep in mind. That is our role as to be exercise promoters when appropriate with the patient with their health condition, and really how exercise can help people with mental health conditions as well as people with orthopedic conditions and cardiovascular systems, integumentary systems, and also with neurological systems. And really to look at how and when to make appropriate referrals. That's not really called out specifically as an objective, but it is kind of weaved in here, part of your recognition of components of any illness, disability related to your neurological health condition. That would include mental health. I really like how these bullet points just call your attention to that this is not a simplistic solution, a cookie cutter approach. Every individual is unique, and so we have to kind of work with the parameters of the uniqueness of the human being. But we do know that there are some characteristics within different health conditions, as you have learned with Parkinson's and MS, for example, this previous week. But it's similar with those that are experiencing a health condition related to schizophrenia, or have a health condition such as bipolar as a health condition. I'm a little hesitant anymore to use the word disorder. I think the word disorder, even though it's categorized as a disorder, is problematic, to say the least. I think it implies somebody is not right, and I refrain from that word, and this is a little bit of my personal stuff here. But I think whenever you call someone disordered, you're limiting that human being. And we have shifted our language in other areas of health to not use the term disordered. And so I'm wondering why we continue to use the word disorder to talk about mental health problems such as bipolar as a health condition, or conversion, a conversion presentation, as opposed to calling it a conversion disorder. It's not person first. So that's just my personal thing, and I think it is something that you'll continue to see evolved as we move away from these biases and treating mental health as health conditions as opposed to disorders. People are not disordered. People have health conditions that affect their quality of life and participation in society, which includes environmental factors and participatory factors, using the ICF model. And then finally, I really want to just kind of call, how mental health challenges are health conditions that can be well managed. And then finally, just looking at what's due this week in Moodle. So we're in week 11. So if we go into Moodle, you'll see that you've completed a lot of work earlier, which was really helpful in terms of using Anne's visit online to capture a discussion forum. So you're not having to do that one anymore. And so really the final week is you have an ungraded attempt of just random questions from the term to help you prepare for this exam. There will be a announced Zoom final exam preparation, and then of course you have your final exam, and you have a choice of taking it either on Tuesday or Wednesday. And I wanted to give that option because there may be reasons you are taking your exam on Tuesday for 204 in particular, lab, and I wanted to give you some flexibility. For those who take their exam, for example, early in the morning on Tuesday, it gives an opportunity to take this lecture exam in the afternoon, or if you want to, or if you're scheduled with your lab instructors to take your exam on Tuesday, you have the option, of course, to take your lecture exam on Wednesday. Not allowing Thursday because that's too late in the week, and we need to wrap things up for us getting your grades in, and you need to move on to a well-deserved holiday break of 2 weeks versus doing exams late in the week. And on Friday, quite frankly, there's not an opportunity to take an exam in a lot of campuses because people are leaving for the holidays. And again, we have priorities to get your grades in. We have to get it done before we set foot off campus. And so there we go. So have a good study week, and I'm here to answer questions. Take care.